everyone is doing well. I am about to do an all 12 signs. What is going on with your person reading? We're about to look into all 12 signs here in just a moment. What is really going on with them? If you feel like you are not getting the full story and you feel like something is going on, we're going to take a look and see if we can't get their energy. If you are interested in a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box of this video. And if you are interested in following me on any one of my other platforms, if you hit that follow button, that notification bell, this is your opportunity to catch me live when doing collectives. I offer heavily discounted rates on the personal readings. Every single one of my personal readings is done with my face talking directly to you, whether you catch me live or book privately. All private readings are booked only through my website. All of that is in the link tree in the description box of this video and at the top of every single one of my platforms. The more places you are following, the more opportunity you have to catch me live for those deeply discounted rates. Otherwise, if you're not interested in those live stream readings, I don't blame you. It gets pretty nuts sometimes. So personal private readings, either pre-recorded with a private link sent directly to you for your private viewing, or a video chat one-on-one with me. Everything is of my face talking directly to you though, so please don't get scammed. There's a ton out there. All right, so we're going to look at all 12 signs. Goodness, 10 of Swords just fell out. All 12 signs. What's really going on with them? If they're not really giving you a lot of information to work with, if they're being very cold, ambiguous, distant, we're going to take a look and see if you haven't been getting the same person that you've had so far, if things have changed, if things have shifted. We're going to take a look and see what could be going on with your person. 10 of Swords, 3, my goodness. Okay, here we go. First, we're going to take a look at Aries, and I will be doing timestamps in the beginning of the comment section, and I will pin that to the top so you can skip around as needed. All right, if you are dealing with an Aries, what does my collective need to know? Okay. Emperor coming out, Aries energy. Let's go. All right. If you're dealing with an Aries, what do you need to know? This person could be very focused on their family. They could be really focusing on their past right now. What else about Aries does my collective need to know? We've got the Fool card coming out. A lot of tarot readers will call that Aries energy. It technically isn't. But yeah, Fool card. Maybe a little bit non-committal with you, but hyper-focused on other things. This could be somebody who's spending a lot of time focusing on their family, on their friends, on their work. And it feels as if you're getting the short end of the stick with this person. What else? Let's see here. What else can I tell Aries? Okay. What else can I tell Aries? King of Wands, strong fire energy, 4 of Wands, yeah. 2 of Pentacles. So we're getting a lot of focus on somebody who is spending more time investing into the family, into the functioning of the family, probably into their workload. And they're having a difficult time balancing everything out. I feel like things are falling by the wayside with you. We've got the King of Cups and the Hanged Man with the 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands with the Hermit card back here. We've got Virgo and Pisces energy also showing up. So it strongly appears as if somebody is definitely in limbo status as far as being able to be very emotionally and mentally balanced. And where their priorities lie, I feel like there is some heavy reconsideration that needs to happen here. This Aries is way too spread thin. They've got a lot of stuff going on. If they're not dealing with things that have to do with the family life, then this has to do with past relationships. This could have to do with basically the home life. If this is a single parent, then they're trying very hard to keep everything afloat. I have a lot of divine masculine energy out here, which would indicate a single parent type of household where somebody is just struggling to try to make everything happen. And so you're basically getting pretty left out of all of this. It feels like you're not even getting a lot of consideration here as far as somebody, you know, trying to maintain the happiness of the family, the kids, their boss. You know, if their parents are calling on them, then they're attending to them. If their, you know, siblings are calling on them, they're attending to them. Where does that leave you, right? So where does that leave you as far as all of this attention and spreading energy around goes? Okay. Do we have some advice? Some advice for you in dealing with your Aries. Okay, we've got the Nine of Wands that came out sideways. This is for you to not be so offended by this, and to possibly maybe even, yeah, not to be so offended by this. We've got the Nine of Wands sideways and the Four of Cups. Possibly, if not assisting this person, if this person has completely shut you out, or if there's just no way for you to help or to offer any sort of assistance with this, then possibly redirecting your energy into something else to kind of pull back, right? When I say this all the time in a lot of my readings, that if, you know, you're pouring your energy outward, a lot of focus is going away from you. But if you start pouring it into self, you're pulling energy back in, you're pulling focus in, you're pulling occurrences and events starting to unfold. Everything starts happening, right, when you start to focus back on self. And you'll notice that when you're focusing outward, there's a lot of energy being spent sending away from you. So yeah, we've got the King, there we go, King of Pentacles at the bottom with the Emperor and the High Priestess. This is about a lot of pulling back, like mirroring that energy, right? Focusing on your own things and what you've got going on. We've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So here comes the Two of Pentacles with the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. So, okay, so I see heavily that we're trying to move the dynamics back into focusing on the relationship. And I have a feeling here that there is a need for you to not answer your neglect with more issues or more problems, right? It's that old saying of you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And this is about you not really making it known or making it a problem of your Aries that you're feeling neglected, or that they're too spread thin, or that you don't really feel like you have a place in their life. Rather than doing that, Spirit is advising, just pull your energy back and focus on self. And I feel like this is going to be a very successful outcome for you. We have the Hermit again, the Nine of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Cups with the Two of Pentacles, right? So we have a lot of repeat cards, two different decks, repeat cards, talking about you really taking the focus back to self, not spinning this back around on your person and adding to their plate and saying, yeah, you've got all this going on, but you forgot something, you know. We don't want to add, we want to subtract. And by doing so, you are creating the want for somebody to have you be a part of their life. You know, one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to pull your energy back and they won't even notice, and distance will start to ensue, and then you will have a new set of answers to your problem, or they will notice and want to correct that issue. Okay. Either way, you will know what to do as far as moving away from that, as far as where to go from there. But not taking it to them as if you're having a problem with it, right? We don't want to take it to them and say, look, I got a problem with the way you are. I'm feeling neglected. You're spending time on everything but me. Where's my place? You know, it's just a matter of really not even saying a word, not even really saying a word, just kind of matching that energy. It's not even about mirroring, it's about matching that energy. There goes my ear. There goes my right ear. So what you're going to want to do is, if somebody is heavily focused on a whole bunch of things, you go get heavily focused on a whole bunch of things. This will produce an answer. You will either produce separation, or you will produce a noticing of your absence, and then someone will want to correct that. Okay. All right, very good. So let's move on to Taurus. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, what do you need to know about? Look, I picked up Aries again. If you're dealing with a Taurus, what do you need to know? What's going on with this Taurus? What is really going on? All right. What does my collective need to know about Taurus? Taurus energy. Dealing with a Taurus. What's really going on? Okay. Similar cards. My goodness. We've got the Hermit card, and we've got the King of Wands sideways. Now, the King of Wands sideways is somebody who could be delivering half-truths about why they're feeling like they need to kind of be on their own right now, why they need to focus on their own stuff. They may be telling you parts of it, right? We have omission of truth. We have parts of the truth, but not the entire story. Because when the King of Wands reverses, that's a liar. That's somebody who is being very inauthentic. Let's see here. What else? Anything else? Okay, we have the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. Okay, now, uh-oh. I have the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Now, you are probably feeling pretty left out. This person may be not finding time for you, but somehow they're able to find time for everybody else. This Three of Cups is friends, time to go out, time to, this is that, for instance, you both had dinner plans, but all of a sudden they have to go help their buddy, fix a garage or haul something across town. And then it turns into them going and grabbing a quick bite afterwards. And so then they come back to you. They're not only tired, but they've already eaten. And so, this is somebody who's maybe omitting a little bit about what they did. Maybe they weren't telling the other person that they already had plans. Sorry, I can't help you today. Let's try it another time. Something like that. But there feels like there's some inauthenticity here with the King of Wands coming out sideways. Yeah. And it feels very immature. It feels like somebody here is making plans and backing out of them. They're not able to really, they're manipulating their way out of having set plans, coming into union with somebody, being able to, oh goodness. Okay. So it looks to me like this person, maybe they also are way more of a friendly person when in the crowds and the groups, and with you it's not so much. They kind of lost their luster a little bit. It feels to me like you're a little heartbroken at the fact that they always seem to have this different energy around everyone else, but yet when it comes to you get a completely different person for some of you. Okay, what else can I tell them about Taurus? Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Tower. Yeah. So 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and Taurus energy with the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups. So it does seem like somebody here is being completely selfish. They make plans that are very solid. It feels very good. And then ultimately they end up backing off and choosing self, focusing back on self. Ultimately, they tend to pull back. This is somebody who, makes a lot of communication about how they're going to do this, they're going to do that. but then they withdraw a lot and everything tends to kind of fall apart around them. I do see that they have a very difficult time saying no to other people, and this ends up making a lot of disappointing moments for you, right? This is somebody who kind of takes advantage, I think, of the fact that you both are solid in their mind. They feel like in their mind, like you both are solid. And so they kind of take advantage of that and spread themselves pretty thin to be able to go here and go there. And I feel like they're giving more of themselves elsewhere. For others of you, for some of you, this might be somebody is actually seeing somebody else. The Three of Cups and the Three of Swords with the 3-3 out here, and then the Four of Pentacles. This could be something where you found out some information that they were holding back, and now everything has completely changed between the both of you. And now you're finally seeing this for what it truly is. And it feels like, you know, because I can't help but notice that this Ten of Cups, they're running for cover in the rain. There's a storm coming, right? There's a storm coming, and it feels like they're kind of searching and looking for. That's also what the Eight of Cups is about. And I also want to note here, we've got the 8, 9, and 10 of Cups bookending somebody who is unable to choose the correct thing to do. They make plans and then quickly back out. I just have a feeling like this person is taking advantage of your connection, unfortunately. Okay. All right, let's get some advice. I'm gonna leave these out here. We'll get some advice. Well, that is funny. I got the Magician. I like when they repeat. It affirms me. All right. Ooh. Okay. What's some advice? What's some advice for them dealing with this Taurus? Dealing with Taurus. What's some good advice? All right. 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. 3 of Swords. 9 of Swords. 9, 9. Lots of divisions by 3. We have the 6 out here and some 9s. Okay. First out was the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a very reciprocated conversation. Now, this is not saying that you're going to be allowing a whole lot more of somebody's excuses and reasons why. They tend to have more for everyone else. Got the 5 of Swords back here. What else can I tell? Okay, the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is kind of coming out a little bit sideways. This is somebody who's getting a lot of attention, a lot of focus. I feel like you're amiss because you're not getting the attention or focus, and it's causing you a lot of stress and anxiety. You may feel like there is some reoccurring events here with the 6 of Cups. It may feel like somebody has this repeat pattern of doing this for a while. They may have promised you that they would be different, but they haven't changed. Okay, and we've got the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Everything else is face down. Ugh, or on the floor. I apologize. One of these days, I'm not going to have to go hunting for cards every single reading. Okay. So, 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and we're back to square one with the Hermit again. So, kids, okay, so I don't know if somebody's going to be receptive of feeling like you're on to them for either some shady behavior or for, you know, calling them out basically on saying, you know, you haven't been spending a lot of time with me. I feel really left out. I feel like you're choosing other people over me. And I feel like, you know, you seem to come out okay because you have not only your life where you have everything going on for you, but then also you have me that you tend to feel like is always there when you're done doing whatever you want to do. So I'm seeing here that you're done with all that. That is ending, and I mean like now. And I see that you're wanting to discuss this with your person about how do y'all come back on track here. I've got 3 threes out here about getting back on track, getting things back into an alignment. And I see that there's going to be some possible resistance from your person. They may not be completely upfront about everything. They may kind of hold back just a little bit. Both of these individuals have their arms crossed over their hearts, and so they are kind of dug in a little bit to how they feel and not really interested in accepting emotionally yet what it is that you have to say. Now, I have a feeling that if you were to kind of pull back a little bit, we would get somebody who may feel the absence of your presence, which could cause them to feel compelled to reach out. Now, would they be committal? Time will tell, right? Time will tell if somebody would be committal or if it's going to be another issue, okay? But it has to be their idea. It can't be your idea. Basically, you can't control anybody. What you can do is instigate your own method of how you prefer the relationship to go and then live by that example. Now, your person is either going to meet you at that vibrational frequency or they are not. And this will let you know, what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. Make it very, very clear to somebody. And if they continue to disrespect that information and do whatever they want, feeling super secure and you're not going anywhere, then you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared to stand on boundaries of your self-respect, of what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. You have to really be able to back it up. You have to be willing to detach from something completely. Otherwise, they will continue to do it over and over again. Because if somebody feels like they have you no matter what, and you don't follow through with anything, they're never going to believe you. They'll never believe you, and it'll continue to happen. And yeah, I did it for... I was in a relationship like that for over a decade. I just wanted to believe that it was going to get better, and I continued to be taken advantage of. So be very careful with that, okay? All right, Gemini. Moving on to Gemini. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we're going to look and see what could be going on with your person. What could they possibly be holding back? If you are not getting the total clarity from them, you feel like they're holding some information. Maybe they're not telling you the whole story. What does my collective need to know about Gemini? Okay. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. It's a lot of very quick movement. Could be traveling. What else do we need to know about Gemini? This is somebody who moves fast, has a lot of stuff going on. If you're dealing with a Gemini, what else do we need to know? Okay. I've got the 8 of Cups in the reverse, 6 of Cups. Oh, and the 2 of Wands sideways. This person's on the fence. I feel like they could heavily be talking to somebody from their past that they can't quite seem to move on from, and you feel it very heavily. You feel it very heavily. You've noticed it a lot. We have Judgment with the 9 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, how committed and dedicated somebody has been to somebody else, basically giving a ton of attention. You've noticed, you're feeling it, and you dang sure don't like it. Somebody's giving somebody from the past, or this is continued behavior of somebody giving their attention away. The 2 of Wands is about that grass is greener energy. So if they're not moving towards somebody from their past, then this is something that they have done before. This is something that they, you know, are pretty apt to doing. We've got the Gemini energy here showing up. Interesting. All right. What else? What else do they need to know about Gemini? What else do they need to know about Gemini? Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Someone who presents everything as if it is going well, yet they feel as if they are super independent of all of this. We've got Aries energy showing up, Libra energy showing up, Five of Pentacles. So we've got the Emperor, the Justice card, and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Wands, Hierophant, Magician, King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, Nine of Swords. I'm showing that somebody is really focused on themselves, and the cause and effect is that you're feeling completely lost, completely pushed aside. You're feeling pretty helpless in this, that you don't really have a lot of say. Somebody here has pretty much implicated a lot of very strong boundaries for what it is that they're doing and whom they choose to do it with. And you're left kind of by the wayside here with a lot of stress and anxiety. And I feel like you've kind of settled into this energy of this is just kind of the way it is with this person. I almost feel like this is something that's gone on before. And this is almost like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Because not only are they not good at hiding it, right? This is somebody who, you know, it's very well known. It's very well known what this person is up to. They're not very good at hiding their tracks at all. But also it just seems like there's just this complete and total lack of care. As if somebody is just going to continue to make these excuses up. I have a third king out here. So we've got three kings, a lot of divine masculine energy. So yeah. For some of you, this could be going on at the workplace with all of these pentacles out here. And the Emperor up here with all of the divine masculine down in the run out for some of you. For others of you, I feel like this is something that has just been going on for so long. And you're almost to the point of, I can't believe we're going through this again. I feel like you've been patient with this person over and over again to only feel completely and totally heartbroken repetitively. Got a pair of eights coming out. All right, let's get some advice. The Nine of Cups again. Let's get some advice. Emperor. What's some advice dealing with a Gemini? Okay. I've got the Temperance in the reverse with the Ten of Cups. And the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. What else can I tell Gemini? Okay. Seven of Swords sideways. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. Could be dealing with Sagittarius energy as well. Also we had, strong Sagittarius, Aries, Libra, Taurus. And okay. Again, it doesn't have to fit. Take what does and throw out the rest. So this one is somebody who's completely overcommitted somewhere else. They've got a lot of self-indulgence going on here. They've been getting away with this for quite some time. This is somebody who, again, they kind of give you pieces of compliance, and then they'll go and kind of do what they want. This is almost that energy of, asking for forgiveness rather than permission, because this is somebody who kind of gets away with stuff, and then they will blame it on a lot of things around them, but they create their own chaos here. This is somebody who has just an overwhelming amount of things going on. They're overcommitted. They get overwhelmed very easily, and then when things go imbalanced, they kind of go back to their old ways. They just kind of settle into their old habits and their old creature comforts, things that soothe them, that make them feel good, that make them feel better. A little bit of escapism from their reality. We've got a lot of escapism, actually. We've got the Star card with the Four of Swords, Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups. Lots of escapism. I feel like there's been heavy focus on this, though, and somebody is feeling the gauntlet. You know what I mean? They're feeling the gauntlet of I've had a good run. I don't feel like I'm going to get away with this for much longer. I've had a good run, and I don't feel like I'm going to get away with this much longer. Somebody here is wanting more authenticity. I believe you're asking your person for more authenticity, because you haven't been getting it for a while, and you're ready to start talking about how to have whatever it is needs to close. When the World card comes out, it is either this BS is going to stop once and for all, or us as a total is total BS and will stop once and for all. Okay. So this is the conversation that is going to be had. Will it be an easy conversation? I don't think so. Unfortunately, I feel like this is going to be somebody who's going to volley a lot of the blame. They're going to probably have a lot of lack of memory. This is somebody who's going to have a lot of excuses and possibly even kickback. They might even be the type of person who could blame you. Rope you into it and say, well, if it weren't for blah, 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 blah from you, then I wouldn't be stuck having to blah, 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 blah. Yes. Accountability and self-control are so hot. And unfortunately, very rare to come across. Unfortunately. Okay, Geminis, dealing with Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, we're going to take a look at what's going on with you. If you feel like you're not getting the full story from your Cancer, this is another deck where I picked up an Aries is on the bottom. My gosh, the Emperor. Time to work, huh? Okay. If you're dealing with a Cancer and you feel like you're not getting the complete story of what's been going on, what could be going on with them? Let's see if we can't shine some light. Cancer. Dealing with a Cancer. What do they need to know dealing with a Cancer? What is being held back from my collective? Oh, Tower. Okay. Somebody's got a lot of chaos going on, and they may be trying to hide it, pretending as if nothing's going on, but just below the surface, right? I'm picturing a duck on the pond. Everything's fine. Just underneath, just kicking like crazy. Yeah, cool on the surface. Four of Swords, just underneath. Okay, what else is going on with Cancer? Dealing with a Cancer, what's not being said? Got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be some plans that aren't quite coming through. They could be isolating a little bit, trying to refigure some things out here with the Fool card coming out. We've got the King of Swords, Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I have a feeling this person has had some missed opportunities, and they're trying to figure some way out to have their happily ever after. Unfortunately, they may be having to come to terms with some things that they were excited about that may not be able to have happen anymore. I feel like, there's an ending to some things that they really kind of wanted to have happen, and it's been pretty upsetting for them, and they may be dealing with this all on their own. It may be something that they just feel like they don't want to really have to lay this on anybody else. Maybe they're trying to just work on this to the best of their ability and have just, just maintain the faith, right? There's a lot of chaos though going on. I picture somebody who's trying to learn about how to do law of attraction, but they're having a really difficult time, right? Raising their frequency and shifting their mindset. They're having a difficult time kind of changing that mindset. So things are not quite hitting here. I've got 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. My goodness, poor baby. Poor baby. And it's just heartbreaking that it's taking a while. And I feel like they're kind of doing what they can, but it just, feels like it's not enough. But they're doing what they can. But they're really in their head. Like, is it enough? And can it be enough? And I just feel like this person just had some really disappointing outcomes here with what they've been trying to work on, and they're trying to maintain, trying to still support their dreams, and not be disappointed, and not let the disappointment hurt the manifestation. Okay, what else can I tell those of you dealing with a Cancer? What could be going on? I saw the 5 of Wands pop up. 7 of Pentacles, Hermit card, King of Pentacles. Yep, somebody here is trying so hard to manifest some freaking amazing things. And I feel like there has been some missteps. I feel like there is just this really big mental block about how to truly get this manifestation thing mastered. It's almost to the point of, taking 2 steps forward and taking 3 steps back. And so it just feels like you just can't quite get ahead here. We have the Queen of Cups coming out. Feels like you can't quite get ahead. This is Cancer energy showing up. I feel like you're trying to come up with some ideas, but there's been a lot of blockages. Maybe it's a mental block here. Something from the past that they need to successfully be able to move on from. Cancer out here. Something here from the past. They could be really benefiting from some help, some support, maybe some encouragements. The cause and effect of that could be some strong some tough love. Some tough love might be what it takes, There you go. Some tough love. I can't believe you're thinking, you're doubting yourself. How could you possibly doubt yourself? Nobody doubts you, but you're doubting yourself. Stop doing that. This is like some tough love that could come in. You got to be gentle with the Cancers now. I'm a Cancer. Be very gentle how you tough love them. But yeah. Yeah, I think just below the surface, the reason why you're not hearing a whole lot from them is they're trying to keep it to themselves. And I feel like they're trying to mentally battle their own shortcomings. And it's a lot more tough than they're wanting to let on. Also, it's difficult. It's difficult to try to maintain a higher vibration and not let everything kind of reiterate that it's not happening yet. So it's difficult. I say this all the time in my readings. We are not light switches. You can't just flip a switch and just all of a sudden not think the way you've been thinking for the past 25, 35, 45 years. It's difficult to unprogram and reprogram your mind. It's super difficult. So maybe some, reiteration of that, some gentle loving care through this transitional period of you telling this person luck is on your side, hang in there, just being their number one cheerleader while they're going through this, and just be like, I know you've been down lately, and I know you have some big dreams, and I want you to know I'm proud of you. I see you. I see your effort. I think you've been doing great. Look, Cancer coming out. That love, right? The love they give you, give it to them. They may be in need of it. They may be in need of that love, that little bit of encouragement. Things have been disappointing the way things haven't been quite coming around. But you could really, really boost them up by being their number one cheerleader. You know what I mean? The world is tough and hard. It's very important to know that the people we care about the most still believe in what we believe in. Sometimes that's, all it takes. It's like having that pep talk from your coach before you go back out in the second half. Having that pep talk from the coach before you get your butt back out there and make your dreams come true. And as long as you smack them on the butt and say good game, it's not harassment. Just so you know. Okay. Say good game. It's not harassment. Okay. Let's get some advice. Some advice in dealing with a Cancer. What's some advice? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes. I know you've been working hard and it's disappointing. I want you to know I see you. You are doing fantastic. You're doing great. I think you're doing amazing, Cancer. I know it's not coming through for you, but you have done so much so far, right? This is a real big pep talk. Real big pep talk coming through. What else can we tell Cancer? What else can we tell them for Cancer? This might be as easy as, you both sitting down to have some, encouraging conversations. Just be supportive of your person and let them talk about things. It may be that they just need to kind of sit down and talk about their successes a little bit to get them back in the mood towards recreating some more. They may need a little bit of an awakening here. Yeah, there's some sort of a spiritual guide here, some sort of a spiritual awakening that will really clear up their confusion and release the blockages that they've been putting on themselves. Something here, some sort of major support. This is about some sort of just major accolades. The Judgment card, right? I think you're doing a fantastic job. I think you've been doing great. I know it's not coming through the way you wanted it to, but as long as you maintain and keep your strategy up and keep your focus there, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. The world will be your oyster, right? Okay. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Sometimes it feels like we're kind of, doing things all on our own and we don't want to bother those around us. And it wears on us as if we're carrying something against our person, when sometimes we're just trying to protect our person and trying to have an internal battle about, fixing our own frequency while not bothering the others around us with it. So be gentle with them, remind them that they're doing a good job and that you're proud of them and that you feel like, consistently do this. It just doesn't need to be a one time and then run off. I mean, just be their number one cheerleader. Stay the course with them and you will reap the rewards alongside. Trust and believe. When a Cancer is winning in life, everyone they love will be highly successful with them. They take everyone they love with them straight to the top. So everyone wins when you support your Cancer. Okay. All right, cool. Let's move on to Leos. Leo energy. If you're dealing with a Leo, what could be going on? What are they holding back possibly? Let's see. What could Leo be holding back from my collective? If you're dealing with a Leo. First time I picked up a deck that didn't have the Emperor on the bottom. Every other pickup I picked up with the Emperor. This one had Gemini, the Lovers, and then... Now that Hermit card has been coming out a lot. So I have a feeling if you're dealing with somebody and they're not telling you anything about it, you just know something's going on, it's just because they're trying, most of the time, not to burden us. Most of the time. All right, you're dealing with a Leo. What do you need to know? What's going on with your Leo? Star card. An Aquarius energy. If you're dealing with a Leo, what else? Lovers. Okay, Aquarius, Gemini. Pretty good matches for fire, air signs. Maybe it's the amount of attention that one or both of you is getting in this partnership. Two of Swords. Oh, Emperor and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I think there's some attention There's attention going to somebody and not the other person. Now, okay, now you know Leos love to be in the spotlight, and Leos love to have their notoriety. But if the other person is getting more attention, then it does feel like a hit to somebody's ego, to somebody's pride here. We've got the King of Swords, the Magician, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King and Queen, Page of Swords, Sun card, Queen of Wands. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing here that somebody is trying to not make it look as if they feel this way. And so they are probably coming across pretty cold and frosty. They have a lot of confidence in this connection, and they see the value in both of y'all as a whole, as a totality. But if you were to sit and have an honest conversation with this person, they may feel a little bit of resentment here for the attention and focus going on you versus them as much as it has, or in the way that it has, or possibly from whom it has, right? So there is this major spotlight that's happening here. So somebody here is getting some attention, possibly in a way that they maybe shouldn't. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they are getting that attention, and it's just, it's difficult, you know, if somebody has happily taken the back seat in the partnership or in the connection, and then all of a sudden, you know, they started, you know, going to school, or if you've started a brand new great job, or if, you know, your person is pregnant, or whatever, you know, and they're starting to get a little bit more of the focus, and the other your Leo is basically just feeling like an ornament, you know what I mean? They're feeling like the hired help sometimes. They just feel like they're along for the ride, and they're having a difficult time with this. I feel like they're having a really difficult time with this, as far as it being fair and balanced. It doesn't feel very balanced for them, unfortunately. So let's see here. What else can I tell Leo about this? Yeah, with that Four of Swords, three of Wands, and the Devil card, somebody here is trying not to come across looking like a pouty brat. Okay. What else can I tell? Dealing with a Leo. What else can we tell? Nine of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Oh my gosh. Yes, this fame, this attention, the public accolades this person is getting has your Leo really fighting a battle of being supportive, but not showing that it's affecting them, that they're upset by this. I've got 3 9s out here, 999. They're affected by this, 8-8. Yeah, and they're trying really hard to not look like they're being immature about this. They're trying to hold back a lot. They're trying to really restrict people from knowing what's going on. And I think it's coming across as a little pouty. I don't think they're quite able to hide it. I don't think they're quite able to hide it. That the fact that somebody else is basically taking a lot of the attention. It's almost as if Leo has fallen by the wayside. Leo has fallen by the wayside and is trying to, you know, why am I even here? Basically, is what I keep hearing in my head. Why am I even here? Why am I here? I could be doing something else. Why am I here? Why am I here? Poor Leo. Okay. Let's get some clarification, please. So we will look to see what some advice could be for Leo. What's some advice? Devil again. Alright, we're going to do 3 more times. What's some good advice for dealing with Leo? Queen of Cups. Nurturing, compassionate, loving, empathetic. Just be kind. Just be gentle to them. Maybe they need a little bit extra attention on them, you know. Maybe they need a little bit of extra focus on them. A little special time. Carved out every single week. Maybe they need a little bit of their own time for getting together with their own people, you know, where they have their own circle of friends. And you just kind of pull back from that and just allow for that to happen. And just kind of reinforce that, you know, just kind of keep on reinforcing that. We've got the Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Both of those are about somebody feeling very closed off, very emotionally protected, right? Very guarded. But I feel like you're just kind of pushing for them to go ahead and feel okay. All right, what else? All right, yeah. You're pushing for somebody to kind of let go, put an end to their isolation, start communicating with people, and have the strength and courage to, you know, voice themselves, voice and stand up and say out loud what it is that you're hanging on to here. Why are you upset? You need to start talking about this, okay? And just let them know that they are supported, and just say, you know, that you appreciate them. You appreciate all they've done to help you get to this point. And, you know, if you are getting a little bit of extra attention, it's very important to remember that, you know, it takes two people in a partnership in order to be having a successful unit as a whole, right? You think of a family unit. If you're living together, it takes two. If you're all in the same home to have it all functioning, if there's more than two people, it takes a lot. You know, it would be all hands on deck, hopefully, but if it's just, you know, falling on one person, then, you know, maybe they need a little bit extra help. Or if they're feeling like they're carrying all the burden of everything, if somebody feels like they're just the hired help, and, you know, you've been getting a little bit extra because you've got so much going on. If you've got school, or if if you're growing a human, or if, you know, if you've injured yourself, or if you've recently gotten over being sick or ill or something, and it feels like, you know, they've just kind of been neglected a little bit. I just feel like they've been neglected a little bit. And I have a feeling that it's being done in this way because they don't want to feel like a burden on you, or like they're pouting or whining, because it's a huge hit to their pride and ego if they're not getting their attention that they deserve, especially if they've been helping out, especially if they've been contributing, right? And they're feeling very pushed aside. It's difficult. It's very difficult. Trust me. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart. So when I do acts of service and I feel like that gets taken advantage of, then I will pull that all the way back, right? So I have a feeling Leo's just kind of sitting in the corner and licking their wounds. They don't want to be pouty, but they don't want to be taken advantage of. You know, they're very loyal, and they're very helpful, and they're very giving, and they're very supportive. But they also need their own little shine, okay? They need their own little shine and their own little piece of appreciation. Even if it's just, you know, I see everything you've done, and I'm so thankful to have somebody like you in my corner. I couldn't have done this without you. Or, you know, take them out to a thank you dinner, or buying them a little gift. Leos are so big into gifts. Getting them a little gift will say everything. You get them something that they've been thinking about for a while, that may, you know, or they have been, you know, talking about, or they wanted a gift, something like that. Some way to appreciate your Leo would go a long way. All right, let's look at Virgos. We're going to take a look at Virgo. Virgo, you're a Virgo. If you have a Virgo that you're experiencing troubles with, let's see what could be going on with your Virgo. What could be going on with your Virgo? Two of Wands. What could be going on with a Virgo? World card. Oh my. So somebody here is trying to make a big decision, And it's going to end one path and begin another. And they're needing a lot of time while they make this very difficult decision. I've got Temperance, 8 of Wands, the Moon card, 6 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. There could be a lot of people waiting on this person to make this decision. We've got Leo and Cancer energy out here. What else do they need to know about Virgo? Could be a matter of somebody getting to move on from something horrible that they've been, you know, stuck in for quite some time. This could be somebody deciding to let go of some major addictions. For some of you, this could be third party that they're trying to let go of, because the 2 of Wands is about grass is greener. And then now we have the Devil card showing up. Let's see. So what else? Yeah, 5 of Cups, King of Swords, 9 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. So somebody here has been struggling to let go of addictions or something that has been a major interference in this connection. What else can I tell Virgo? We've got the Full card that came out sideways. This person's all over the place. Sometimes they're in, sometimes they're out. They can't really truly commit one way or another, but they know they definitely have a major struggle here, or something they definitely have to let go of. They've got to let go of this. We've got the Judgment card. The Emperor. Wow, all this major arcana. Wheel of Fortune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 9 are major arcana. We have the 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, Justice, 4 of Swords. Okay, so this person is really struggling. They have requested help from you, but I don't feel like they're being authentic about their level of commitment just yet. They may have told you that they want to end this toxic behavior for you. And so when somebody is doing something for someone else, it will last about that long before they get bored or a fight happens or something to where they feel like, you know, screw this. I don't want to do this anymore. Never mind. It wasn't my idea anyway, or I never wanted to do that anyway, or you weren't even worth it anyway, something like that. It's going to be something to where they just chunk the whole thing because it wasn't done with their mindset of saying, I genuinely see an issue here that I want to change so that I can improve myself. That is the only way true change will happen, is when we have accountability and the desire to change our personal reality, is when we make true, genuine efforts to change our personality. Dr. Joe Dispenza. That is the only way. Every other thing is hesitation. Somebody feeling like, oh, I got to do this. But with this Full card coming out sideways, they're not deeply committed to it. And I feel like this major decision for them to put a lot of focus on this, and everybody's putting focus on this. There may have been some sort of an intervention where there's a lot of pressure for this person to change their ways here, to overcome this, or else. They could be threatening to call authorities. They could be threatening to leave the connection. They could be threatening to, send them to a facility. They could be, anything at all. But if that's the case, if somebody's saying, I gotta have from you and you gotta have from me, somebody's going to definitely manipulate the situation to tell this person, whatever they think they need to hear, to support their little efforts. I see the Justice, the 4 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and then the 10 of Swords. So ultimately, when ultimatums are laid down, it's, I don't want to say it never works, but it has a lot less of a success rate when it's not that person's idea or their own desire. It has a lot less chance of a success rate. Okay, let's look at some advice here. We're going to look at advice. Let's grab for advice. What do they need to know dealing with Virgo? What do they need to know dealing with Virgo? Complete and total transparency, total honesty, total honesty. And again, this has to be their idea. It can't be yours. It cannot be yours. Nine of Swords. You will always wonder whether or not it's happening or not, you know. We got the King of Swords coming out here. It has to be their idea. I have a strong feeling here like this is somebody who's going to tell you what you want to hear until it gets tired and old, okay? Until it gets tired and old, unfortunately. So you have to just kind of back from that. This has to be their major decision. If they want to change and they truly want to implement that, you have to release yourself from the responsibility of making sure that this gets done. This is not your job to make sure this gets done. This is your job to be there on the other side when they do make those efforts. And if they don't, then you have to be completely prepared to detach from this completely and wholly. Detach from the outcome, detach from the situation, because we cannot continue to support and enable people who have zero control over their own abilities, or are on a different vibrational match than us, or who are consistently telling us lies. You cannot continue to support and enable somebody who is being disrespectful in the connection. You just can't. And so I have a feeling here that there's going to need to be some major change, but you have got to release yourself from the responsibilities of making sure that it happens. It's not your job. It's not your job to see if this happens, to make sure if this happens or not. So, okay. It's not, it's, what is it? It's well above your pay scale of whether or not this happens. Unfortunately, you can't control a person. We can't control a person. The only way we have control over anything is how we react to it, and choosing to involve ourselves or choosing to remove ourselves. That's the only thing you have control over. Everything else is outside of our control, and you have to release your attachment from it. And we have to take people at face value. If they're telling us something but they're doing something completely different, match words with actions. Everything else is manipulation. Okay. All right, Virgos. That was your check-in. And if you're dealing with a Virgo, if you're dealing with a Libra, let's go ahead and look at that. If you are dealing with a Libra, we're going to see what is being held back and what do you need to know dealing with a Libra. Dealing with Libra. What do they need to know dealing with Libra? You think something's going on. You're not quite sure what's being held back. Yeah, we've got the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. You just know something is about to just hit the fan. Wow, that's a lot. It's about to hit the fan. The Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card. Maybe things have already kind of started crumbling all around you, and it's been this causation of a long time coming, and finally things are starting to unravel, and you're starting to see a bunch of hesitation exposed. You're seeing that somebody's hesitation is being completely exposed here. What else do they need to know about Libra? This Wheel of Fortune, though, is maybe somebody took a big risk and it fell through. and they're having a hard time confessing to this. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords. This is somebody who's having a really hard time making it known, bringing attention to this major failure, or to some sort of cataclysmic event that could be coming up that is unavoidable. And I feel like they're trying to keep the focus off of themselves. We've got the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming out here. They're trying to keep the focus off of themselves. Page of Pentacles, the Temperance card, Four of Pentacles, trying to hold back as long as possible, maybe hoping to create another opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords and the King of Swords with the Ten of Cups. They could be heavy trying to pursue something else before they get found out. So you're seeing a lot of distance and a lot of silence from this person. Possibly that they are not able to truly hide how stressed out that they really are. There's a lot of undeniable stress and chaos going on around this person. What else can I tell my collective about Libra? What else can I tell my collective about Libra? Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups. So this person is really keeping a lot of what they're truly going through to themselves. They aren't telling a soul. We've got the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups. They're trying desperately to keep all this on the down low while they're trying to reignite something new, start something new. I've got the Sun and the Moon coming out here with the Two of Wands, right? Trying to decide which is the best path to go on. They may be a little bit confused on which way to go. We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Wands with the Ace of Cups and Six of Pentacles, trying to make sure that it's going to be of equal or greater value, whatever it is that they're trying to bring back in, okay? So I have a feeling they're just kind of keeping it to themselves, that maybe they took a big risk and it didn't play out quite as they had hoped. And they're just about at their wits' end trying to keep it under wraps. And I have a feeling they could be scurrying. They're scurrying around trying to create some sort of a new opportunity before you find out what's going on. They're scurrying around trying to create some sort of a new occurrence. And this is why you don't hear much from them. This is why you're probably not getting a lot of conversation from them. They've got a lot on their mind, and they're working hard behind the scenes to try and make moves, make some big moves happen here. Okay, let's get some advice. Some advice dealing with this Libra. Let's get some advice dealing with your Libra. What do they need to know? Get some advice. All right. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Judgment, Sun card, Queen of Cups, and the Hermit. Okay. This is about you just remaining as loving and optimistic as possible. I have a feeling that, you know, whatever's being said may be a piece of only what's going on. But I think the more you remain in high spirits and as supportive as possible, that also, while not letting it be known, while it not being known that you are aware, you know, that they've got some major things in the happenings here, and that you're not really trying to butt in, but you're supportive of them. And if they need to talk to you, that you're here for them no matter what. You want to try to communicate that you are aware that things may seem a little bit chaotic right now, and you're available if they need to relieve themselves of any burdens, right? And it doesn't have to be about their big dealings. You could let them know, look, I can help you with small things. If you need me to bring you some dinner, if you need me to help you with your grocery shopping, if you need me to help you, if you just need an ear sometime to just kind of vent about everything except for what you got going on. If you want me to distract you, if you want a nice evening where we don't talk about anything serious and we just have a light silly evening where we watch silly movies, stupid movies, eat junk food all night, and um, binge watch and binge eat. Let's just have a binge fest where we are, um, you know, avoiding responsibilities and avoiding serious thought. Okay. All right. So that's how you can help. That's how you can help your Libra. All right. Not adding pressure, but just saying, if you need anything, I'm here. But if you want an escape, that I can do that too, right? Sometimes it just takes us getting out of our own head and detaching from the stress for a moment so that we can have a feeling of light. Whenever you can raise your vibration after feeling so heavy, dark, and lost, it tends to help shine a bit of a light on what you've been going through. You're trying to lighten the mood a little bit for your Libra, I'm thinking. That will help them clear the path. I think it'll help them clear the path, clear the mental path so that they can think a little bit better. Okay. All right. So let's look at Scorpio. So Scorpios, if you are dealing with a Scorpio and you feel like there's something going on, we're going to take a look and see what could be going on with your Scorpio. All right. What's going on with Scorpio? If you're dealing with a Scorpio, what could be going on? If they're not telling you much. All right. We got the Six of Pentacles coming out right away. What could be going on with Scorpio? If you're dealing with a Scorpio and you feel like there's something going on underneath, you're not quite getting the whole picture, what could be going on? Devil card. Lots of temptations happening. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. They could be trying to fight some implanted already, some temptations that have already been there, and they're trying to delegate their attention to other places here, I'm thinking. I feel almost like somebody here is trying to not be so obsessed over giving so much of themselves to what it is that you're trying to grow and build. We've got the Wheel of Fortune also coming out here. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups and the Fool card as well. Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords. Okay. Your person is either dealing with some very heavy attachments that have been there for quite some time, that they're really having a difficult time letting go of. I've got the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups back here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, saying that somebody could be trying to redirect their attention and focus, and they tend to get a little bit distracted and sent back a little bit here. This is somebody also that could be trying to busy themselves with trying to reinvent themselves. The Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool card and the Ace of Cups has a feeling of reinvention. It almost feels like somebody's trying to just really have a reboot. This could be something that they are obsessed with. This could be something that they are possibly not receiving the correct ideas or information or guidance about. This is about having to walk away from certain ideas, from certain moments, from certain influences, from certain things that have been started, like really walking away from it, having complete and total reboot moments. We have Capricorn and more Scorpio energy coming out. All right. What else can I tell my collective dealing with Scorpio? This is somebody who is really okay with taking risks, no matter what happens all around them. I feel like they kind of throw everything by the wayside to be able to make things happen for themselves. What else can I tell Scorpio? Are those dealing with Scorpio? What else can I tell them dealing with Scorpio? Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Magician. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. Oh my. So we have someone here. So for some of you, this is a third party. For some of you, this is a third party. This is somebody who has a really difficult time with what kind of situations that they put themselves in. I have a feeling here that this person tends to put themselves in a lot of very precarious situations that are not always for their greatest and highest good. This person does wind up a lot of times having to kind of catch themselves a little bit with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Magician card out here. This is somebody who's consistently creating scenarios where they're feeling either the need to control impulses. This is somebody who needs to really control their focus, control where they're putting their attention. This is somebody who gets easily distracted. This is somebody who, you know, gets really, really distracted with a lot of very alluring things, right? This is very 3D stuff. This is about chasing thrills. This is about chasing a lot of, you know, these two cards coming out together, especially with the Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups down here. And then I've got the King and Queen of Swords being divided by the Queen of Cups. With the Seven of Cups and the Page of Cups, this just reiterates that this person has a really difficult time maintaining control of where their attention goes. They have a really difficult time. They get very easily distracted, and it puts them in a world of hurt. And I have a feeling that there's a lot of backpedaling. There's an inability to truly focus. There's a lot of really great ideas about how to become something great and wonderful, but I have a feeling that they're strategizing on how to, you know, just kind of have these ideas but still maintain and do as, you know, their old former self. To truly change and evolve into something new, you have to change your perception of world. You have to change your viewpoint of how you see yourself, how you see the world, how you see your goals, how you view other people in this world. There's just a major shift and change that you have to completely take over. But I have a feeling this person here has a difficult time detaching from their previous ways to create the new them that they know would be for their greatest and highest good. It's just so easy to be tempted in this world. It's so easy to be distracted. There's so many things. There's so many things. We have social media. We have movies. We have the television. We have, you know, idle gossip. We have everyone else around us. We have, you know, just the regular mind on its own. You know, the mind untamed is a very dangerous playground, and it takes discipline and self-control to be able to truly accomplish great things and to truly show productivity and growth. And I have a feeling like your Scorpio is struggling a little bit with where their attention and focus is going. Okay, I have a feeling that they're just not quite able to rein it in. There's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of temptation. There's a lot of old addictions. This is somebody who, you know, would benefit greatly by getting in touch with their higher self. But I have a feeling like they're just way too attached to their lower vibrational self, unfortunately. So what's some advice? What's some advice in dealing with your Scorpio? Let's get some advice dealing with this Scorpio. What's some advice? the Eight of Wands came out sideways. So this is about pretty much doing nothing. I think this is about doing nothing. I've got the Knight of Swords out here with the Eight of Wands. These are pretty chaotic energies. Your person's going to do what they're going to do. Three of Wands. And this is about kind of sitting back and watching it happen. There's not really much you can do as far as interference, especially with a fixed sign. There's not much that you can do except for just kind of sit back and let it happen. What else? Just sit back and let it happen, right? There's not much you can do. We've got the Hermit coming out sideways. And the Six of Cups. This is something that they need to come to terms with. This is something that they've had instilled in their behavior for quite some time. The Queen of Cups coming out here with the King of Swords, right? Remaining your genuine, loving, kind self with some firm boundaries, right? Staying in your energy no matter what, but maintaining firm boundaries. I think this is about you also continuing to make the head over heart decision to continue to pour into self, to continue to focus on yourself and what you've got going on. I've got the Six of Pentacles. This is that equal give and take, right? If somebody's focusing on themselves, then all you can do is focus on yourself. And it's not about matching that toxic energy. It's about raising yourself to a frequency to where they have to raise up to reach you. And they're either going to match you on that vibration, or they will pretty much evaporate out of your life, out of your world. What else? What other advice? Sun card sideways and the Nine of Swords reversing. Yes. So this is going to play out how it's going to play out. There's not really much you can do about that, but you cannot be tied to the outcome at all, right? It either is or it isn't going to be, but there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do, again, Empress, Four of Wands, focus on yourself and focus on building your foundations. Stick to the plans that you have set forth to build, and don't concern yourself so much with what other people are doing. You can only concern yourself with what it is that you're creating for your greatest and highest good. I've got the Magician and the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords and the Page of Wands, right? This is pretty much the only thing you can tie yourself is to your own mission, to your own purpose. And when somebody else is going to do what they're going to do, there's not really much you can do about that. We know what we will tolerate. We know what we won't tolerate. We know what we're all about. We know where our truth lies. We know that we are able to maintain strength and control over that inner beast. And it's just a matter of watching to see. Hanged Man, Five of Wands, Page of Cups, if they're going to match or if they will basically align away, misalign out of your life altogether. It's either a vibrational alignment or a misalignment. And there's not much you can do about dragging somebody with you. All you can do is live in your purest vibration, in your truest, authentic self. Continue on and attach yourself to your own mission. They will either join you or part ways from you. That's just the way it is. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay. Oh, as painful as it is, right? I know I hear it a lot, but I love them. And trust me, I get it. Trust me, I get it. I've got 7th house all in my chart. I'm in love with the idea of being in love. But you have to be in love with yourself. You have to be in love with your own mission. You have to be in love with your own purpose. Not to the detriment of others, but to the benefit of self. Okay, if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at your energy. Should you be dealing with a Sagittarius? What do they need to know about Sagittarius? Okay. We've got Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So this here, yeah, 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles is dedication, commitment. Somebody here could be very happily committed to school or working or projects. I've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay. And there you're getting left out. So somebody here is focused on their own goals. Yep. Five of Swords, Five of Coins. Somebody here is focused on their own goals, and it feels like you're getting pushed aside here a little bit. I feel like you're getting pushed aside. We've got the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups that came out sideways. You're trying to maintain optimistic outlooks for this whole thing, but it feels as if somebody here has decided to only focus on their own agenda, on their own mission. You know, that's the only thing truly that we can attach to, but you can still be supportive of your person and their mission, and allow them to be supportive of you and your mission. It's not about exiling and completely cutting somebody out of your entire life just because we have a life, right? It's about that melding. It's about cohabitating, coexisting with one another, figuring out, you know, hey, I like everything you've got going on. I have strong admiration for the improvements you're doing to your life, and I want to support that on your journey, and you likewise for them. That is a healthy reciprocal partnership. That's a healthy partnership. Everybody supporting each other, working on themselves. But I'm seeing here that with the Ten of Swords coming out, there is this underlying feeling. Here comes the Tower. Yeah, that this feels detached. This just feels like somebody has completely chunked the entire relationship just to have their own goals met, just to be focused on self. Goodness. I've got the Ace of Cups reversing, the Nine of Wands, Page of Swords, Two of Cups, Four of Swords, Three of Coins, Ten of Wands. So somebody here is overwhelming themselves by working on their own projects. There is some serious contemplation that you've been doing about this entire connection, and you're wondering how or should you even say something. You're wondering this. We've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse, showing that you just feel like a major love loss here. It just feels like you guys have completely grown apart, and you're deciding if you need to say something or not. You guys have completely grown apart. We've got the Queen of Swords coming out. It almost feels like you're living two separate lives. And if you're under the same roof, that's even more difficult to have to deal with. We've got the Emperor, Justice card, and Nine of Cups. So major independence here about somebody heavily focusing on their own stuff. I've got the Temperance and the Three of Wands. You've been very, very patient, and now you're stuck in a difficult decision of having to decide what to do, and you have no idea about what needs to happen here. We've got the Moon card, the Fool card, the Eight of Swords. Should you have faith in this connection? Is there any hope left at all? Or is this something that, you know, you need to start figuring a way out of? King of Wands, the Magician, the Eight of Cups, figuring a way out of. Okay. Two of Swords, Three of Wands. Like you have no idea what the path forward looks like. It just feels like this person has completely detached from the connection altogether. It almost feels like this has been a long time that it's been this way. With the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess out here and the Ten of Swords, it just feels like this has been going on for quite some time. Ten of Cups, the 5-5, and another 10, right? It's like the result of you guys splitting apart over this long period of time, over this long duration, is complete detachment. It feels like you're completely detached from this. Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, and you're no clearer on what needs to happen. It almost feels like you're just cohabitating with somebody. And that is not a loving partnership, right? We don't want to... look at this. I split the deck. Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, King of Swords, Nine of Swords. Those were all in the Moon card. These were all in that other deck I just put down. Wow. What is some advice dealing with the Sagittarius? What's some good advice? How to advise My collective dealing with Sagittarius. How to advise. So the Knight of Pentacles has come out sideways. So you're at a standstill right now. I would say give this a little to no movement whatsoever and see if there is anything noticed. See if this person even notices that you've pulled back. See if they've even noticed that you've pulled back. Seven of Wands in the reverse is about giving up, right? You stop begging for time. Stop telling them, look, I haven't heard from you in a while. Stop reminding them of your absence. Stop reminding this person of your absence and see what happens. See if they can't tend to pull it together for you here. I have a feeling that that will tell you everything you need to know about where their heart lies. Will they miss you? Will they notice? Will they even notice that you have pulled back? We've got the Hermit card, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands. Or will this be something that you have to, you know, make known? Make known, you know, look, I'm focusing on myself and some big changes are happening with our connection. I don't know where we stand, and until I do, I'm going to hold back until I know where our future lies, because I'm very unclear. I need to have a really clear idea of what's going on. And I have a, you know, just pull back. And if they don't say anything to you, you pretty much will have your answer. If they do say something to you, then you can start to say, look, it took you, you know, X amount of time to notice. That's really uncalled for. It hurts, you know, I feel upset that I don't have a bigger place in your life, and I would like to know what's going to happen about that. And then you just let it be. Then you just watch and see. Watch and see. You know, actions must match words. Otherwise, it's just manipulation. And if you would like for there to be different outcomes, you have to reiterate what it is that you're expecting, and wait to see if those changes take place. If they don't, you will have your answer. Okay. All right. So if you are dealing with a Capricorn, we'll take a look at your energy here, dealing with a Capricorn. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, let's see if we can't figure out what's going on. Dealing with a Capricorn. What does my collective need to know dealing with Capricorn? Two more. And one more. All right. Dealing with Capricorn. What are they not saying? Eight of Swords. Strength, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. They are also in their head about things that they're working on. I feel like they've been struggling a lot, probably trying to keep a lot of that from you, to not burden you with it, about the struggles they've been going through here. They could be in a bit of a financial pinch. They could be asking for help. They could be looking for places to ask for help. Yeah, they could be asking parents for help. I've got the King and Queen of Pentacles out here. Reiterating that they are just about to lose everything. This person is feeling really desperate with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Swords up front. This person is feeling pretty desperate. So all the tension in their head is them trying to figure out what their next moves are. They're really trying to maintain a very brave front that they are going to figure this out, but I have a feeling like there's a lot stacked against this person. Unfortunately, there's a lot stacked against this person. They could have already been in the hole. I had the Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords. They could have already been in the hole, and they're trying to find a way out of the hole and then to start to make gains. What else? What can I tell them about Capricorn? Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Yep, trying to find some way out, some way back up. They're trying to rack their brain with as many ideas as possible, who they can work with, what can happen, who's going to get them out, who's going to get them out of this rock bottom situation. Yeah, they're strategizing, trying to figure a way out. This is somebody who put a lot of heart and soul. They could be asking friends. They could be considering asking for charitable donations here. We've got the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Really deciding about, you know, who to ask. I have a feeling here somebody, you know, they could be asking parents. They could be asking people that are in better positions than they are. If they have any good sound advice, if they have any ways to support their mission, their ideas. But yeah, this person is trying desperately to find somebody, anybody who's in a better position than you, their partner, somebody who's in a better position than you, to help them find their way out of this. I have a feeling this is them trying to not burden you with this, and they may have gotten themselves in a very strong financial crunch. This is a pretty tough financial crunch that they've stuck themselves in, unfortunately. Okay. They're trying to them, the best news in the world would be if somebody would come along and partner with them. That would be the best news in the world. They could be trying to play the long game and hope that somebody will come along. They could be trying to procrastinate and stall this out a little bit. It could be causing a lot of people around them a lot of angst. If they owe somebody money, there could be a lot of people trying to come in and collect, which is causing this person to be very anxious in their communications, in their dealings, especially if they're dealing with somebody from, you know, their past, coming around asking for, you know, money back, or if they're looking for a return on what they've already done to help your person, to help your Capricorn. Okay. Ooh, let's get some advice. Let's see if we can't get some advice. Get some advice. Dealing with a Capricorn. What do I need to advise my collective? What do I need to advise my collective? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Temperance. Okay, you need to free yourself from this whole issue that they've got going on. I've got Sagittarius, Capricorn energy coming out. This is detaching yourself from what they've got going on. You know, they put themselves in this situation. They've excluded you from having any part of it. Stay there. Just stay there. Remain there. There's not much you can do about it anyway. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords, Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. I'm showing here very strongly that they're advising you to just focus on yourself and just communicate that you're not emotionally invested in this. You're at peace with whatever happens, and you wish them nothing but the best of success and luck. And you're really, really hopeful that things work out, but you're not attaching to it. You're not attaching to any of this at all. The kids are home from school. Okay. I have a feeling like you're not going to like a lot of the things that they've got going on anyways. You may not like a lot of the things that they've got going on, and you're probably best to just focus on yourself. And there's not much we can do anyway, right? It's a matter of you sitting there and knocking on a door that is not being answered. How long are you going to knock on that door before you finally decide to save your knuckles and go do something else, right? We can't sit there and knock and knock and knock on a door that is not being opened. I definitely would not recommend kicking that door open and demanding that somebody give you answers or allow you to help, okay? We have to completely and totally detach from the outcome of what other people are doing and let it be known. I'm here if you need my support, but I'm not going to push, and I'm not going to crowd you on this, okay? I'm not going to crowd you, and I'm not going to push. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to Aquarius. I'm going to pause. Okay, so Aquarius. If you're dealing with an Aquarius and there's something going on with your person, let's see if we can't figure out what you need to know. What are they holding back? Dealing with Aquarius. Pentacles. A lot of these have been about projects, money, hiding financial issues, hiding stress. Let's see. What do you need to know? Dealing with an Aquarius, what needs to be guided and given clarity to? Knight of Wands. Some impulse control issues. But this is somebody who knows what they want. They know how to get it. So they're very driven. Maybe a little bit free-spirited, a little detached from the partnership here. What do we need to know about Aquarius? Detached indeed. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody here is a very free spirit. And you may feel like you don't really know where you stand with this person. You may feel like you don't really know where you stand with this person. I've got the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Knight of Swords. It feels like some days you guys are rock solid and loving and kind and compassionate. Other days you don't know whether you're coming or going. It feels, you know, in and out. We got the Sun card, Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. I almost feel like you're just kind of reiterating and maintaining the hope based on the conversation that was when you first started the conversations with one another, when you first began this whole connection. But now it just feels like somebody here is very free, very independent. What else can I tell my collective dealing with an Aquarius? Okay. Very independent. The Fool card coming out. That's super non-committal. This is somebody who's all about, you know, whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it. We've got the Magician card, the Moon card, and the Devil card. You have no idea what this person is up to most days. This person doesn't really communicate with you a whole lot. They don't tell you a whole lot of what they got going on. It's almost as if they're keeping it secret on purpose. With the Devil card coming out here, we've got the 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups. This is a major issue for you, that you know very little about this person or what they've got going on. You're feeling like this is a major risk to have this much isolation in a partnership, in a connection. 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups. And it feels as if you're just kind of supporting and going along with the ride of your demise and further separation here. It feels like you guys are just kind of continuing to drive this further and further away from one another. It feels completely like you guys are on separate tracks, on separate courses. Goodness. Some of you may feel this disconnection with this person, and it's been causing some arguments between the both of you. Almost to the point of like you start this little argument, and the fact that you haven't really gotten much from this person, you almost feel like it's not even worth it to have the fight. Some of you aren't even having a full fight. You're just like, I don't even want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about anything. None of this matters. It feels like completely detached from this. It feels like you guys are on completely different agendas, completely different missions here. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Let's look at some advice. Let's look at some advice. Yeah, completely different missions. 3 of Cups, the Empress, or excuse me, the Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Advice dealing with an Aquarius. Advice dealing with Aquarius. Eight of Cups. Pulling yourself out of this emotionally. Detaching emotionally. I feel like you just can't really give yourself emotionally to this. We've got the 9 of Cups coming out. You have to pull your emotions out of this. This person is very free-spirited, very on their own. So you have to detach. The Ace of Swords. You have to detach. Keep it frosty. This is a harsh realization for you to know this, but your true happiness lies within. It does not depend on your situation or other people, your circumstances. This is not the depiction of what your true happiness is. I want to bring into reiteration here. We've got the 8, 9, and 10 of cups, right? Once you realize that your happiness is not external, it's internal, you will free yourself from the chaos of anyone else's drama, right? We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Death card, the 10 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You will free yourself from other people's dramas and really start to pull that focus back to self. Goodness. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Temperance cards. So definitely pulling you back to really reignite your passions where you know that you're going to have tangible results. If you're pouring into somebody and they're not pouring into you, revert that. Pour it back into self. Know that you are the creator and the master of your universe. It has nothing to do with anyone outside of you. It has to do with self. It has to do with you and what you've got going on. Everyone else around you either has a place in that mission or they will see themselves out of it. A lot of times, a lot of people will bring their own selves out of it. A lot of people will take themselves out of your own partnership and connection by continuing to not consider you, by continuing to be completely on different agendas, different missions, to continue to operate as if you are both independent. Okay. Like attracts like, right? Like attracts like. We're either going to attract a unified, common goal seeking, supportive partnership, or it's going to be where we have to sacrifice and bend and settle and basically disappoint ourselves. Slipping into the point of disappointment. We get disappointed when we put our happiness and our expectations of other people. And our expectations of happiness comes in the form of other people's operations, then you will be disappointed. So pull yourself out of that. Pull yourself away from expecting somebody else to fulfill you, to fulfill your joy. Start fulfilling your own joy. Start focusing on yourself. People either align with that or they will naturally fade out. Okay, Pisces. What's going on with Pisces? What does Pisces... If you're dealing with a Pisces, what can I tell my collective? Dealing with a Pisces. Dealing with a Pisces, what can I tell my collective? Devil card coming out. Got Capricorn energy. Strong addictions. Strong temptations. Somebody here is lying like crazy about it. Being quite ruthless and defending their attachment to it. I feel like somebody has doubled down on making sure that they get what they want when they want it. And yeah, there's doubling down. Somebody here has strong focus in getting what they want when they want it, and very focused on their own self. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, it looks to me as if somebody here is very much on a downward spiral with what it is that they're attached to, whether this is third-party connections, whether this is obsessions with work or addictions, whatever addictions those are, they're really losing out, and they're fighting everyone about this all around them, and they've stubbornly doubled down, even though they are losing everything. It's just really reiterating here that they're spiraling and they're nowhere near done. I feel like they're nowhere near done. With the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, it just feels like they're unable to ask for help. They're not really able to let this go. What else can I tell my collective dealing with the Pisces? They're going to be lying. They're going to continue to manipulate the truth and continue to deceive. This person is very, very much stuck on their poor choices and decisions. And I have a feeling that they're going to continue to do so until they can commit and dedicate themselves to overcoming this. They're going to find excuses why and continue to break your heart and disappoint you about this. Somebody here is deeply attached to their addictions. Whatever those addictions are, they're going to continue to hide it. I feel like they make very impulsive decisions and moves regarding their finances, which has put them in a world of hurt. And these decisions have caused a lot of stress and strife in their life, and I feel like they're missing out on a lot of opportunities. I feel like they could be also losing out on some very strong gains in their life if they've built up some very strong gains, right? Somebody here, you know, if you've gone to school and you've gotten degrees and you have an apartment and you've got a car lease, and then you start to, you know, commit yourself to some very poor choices and decisions. Maybe you pick up a drug habit or a drinking habit, and then you start to kind of see this person's life kind of hit this downward spiral. They start to get behind on some payments. They start to, you know, pawn some things so that they can support their addictions, and then maybe they're missing out on work, so then they lose their job because they're not able to come to work all the time. And this is the kind of person who chooses their vices and addictions and defends it wholeheartedly. So far, this person is defending their choices, their toxic choices, and I feel like you're not really wanting to fight with this person about this. You kind of feel like this is a stupid fight, to fight somebody to give up on something that is quite obviously harming their life. And if they can't see that, then you kind of feel like you're wasting your time here. They can't see it. We've got the Two of Swords. It kind of feels like your advice is falling on deaf ears. And this person is so free-spirited and so stubborn that they're not really going to see the truth of what you're saying. This is something that they're going to have to come to terms with on their own. They're going to have to come to terms with this on their own. We've got the Moon card coming out. Pisces energy. They're going to have to come to terms with this on their own. We've got the Five of Pentacles coming out here as well. Because they're going to continue to manipulate everything about this. They may lose their job. I feel like they're just going through a ton of frustrations, a ton of adversities. I feel like this person needs to kind of lose everything in order for them to get it. They need to lose everything, and if they have to lose you too in the process, then so be it. Because may only those with eyes to see and ears to hear receive the message of warning. And I feel like this person is too obsessed with their own vices to hear or see anything. We've got the Five of Wands. This person is totally committed to what it is that they want, and nothing else matters. This person is going to buckle down and double down until they have completely burned the tower to the ground, and they're going to stand by that no matter how troubling it is, unfortunately. Sometimes some people just need to learn that way. There's nothing we can do about that. As my mama always said, you can't save everybody. And you know what? I was given a ton of fantastic, excellent, sage advice my entire life. Did I take every single piece of it? No. I maybe took about 15% of it. Is my life better because of it? Hell no. Should I have taken that advice? Yes. Was I going to? Does that change anything? No. No, because I had to go experience it. And sometimes those are the lessons that are the only way that we're going to learn. It's the only way you'll learn is to experience it for yourself and to truly see what destruction can truly do to your life. And as unfortunate as that is, sometimes it's just, you know, you got to just kind of stand back and let the fire burn, unfortunately. Okay, my beautiful collective. I feel like those were your messages for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in, playing along. I appreciate all of your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes, your follows. I am available for personal private readings on sale, 30% off at the time of recording this video. May this recording find you at the time of it needing to find you. Take what fits, throw out the rest. If you're interested in a personal private reading, that is the only way to get accurate one-on-one connection and details. Other than that, I look forward to seeing y'all very soon. Follow me and hit that notification bell so that you are aware every time I come live or am energetically called to post a video. Take care. See y'all soon.